The biggest sales of the year are now live. Hi, my name is Justin, and you can probably tell that today's video is a little bit different. So without wasting any time, we're going to jump in and find out more about my system, the ELGO.com. But if you're looking for our regular scheduled videos, those are going to come back on Friday. So without wasting any time, let's jump in. So what is the ELGO and why do we care? Simply put, this is me, Justin from YouTube, the guy you just saw in the intro. And every day I prepare videos. And I'm really relying on my system, the ELGO.com, because man, this stock's a Hall of Famer. And right now we have our biggest sale of the year on, up to 47% off. So I'm going to go through and explain what exactly the ELGO is. I'm going to go through and explain and show my 401k account. I'm going to go through and show my Roth IRA account, my trade account, my millionaire retirement blueprint. That's a really spicy one to tease it here. What do you think is going to return a bigger amount of money? Is that going to be $20,000 and $20,000 deposited per month, per year for 29 years at 8% or the S&P 500? Or is it going to be $200,000 over 29 years at 8%? There you go. There's a little bit of a tease. As we're looking back here to our Hall of Fame, I'm also going to tell you about our weekly education and mentorship, help with me one-on-one, which is included in your membership. And then finally, weekly education and mentorship. And finally, private one-on-one coaching with me. So you can see here, S&P, QQQ, Meta, NVIDIA, Bitcoin, Tesla, Palantir, Apple. Yes, the system works on almost everything. And you can see all of the key benefits here that we're going to go through and explain today. Simply put, looking at year to date, the S&P is up by 27%, 26.85. All right. My account here, which is currently live, you can see those are my net deposits. That's the current balance in my account. So far this year, going back to when I started it really in February, but when I really started ramping up in roughly March, I'm up by about 34%. And I'm going to show you my real positions here because why? Because I think that's what people want. They want transparency. So you can see the two accounts right here, which is what we're going to focus on. And I got retirement account number one, that's in Canadian dollars, and then retirement account number two, which is in US dollars. So down by roughly 8%, up by roughly 180. So we're going to go through and look at these a little bit later. But these are these two accounts right here, which is really what I want to focus on today. So let's dial it back and explain what exactly is the ELGO. Simply put, the ELGO is a system that looks for stocks that are on sale. It gives us ideas, and then we buy those ideas. It's really easy. So we get a feed here, which gives us all these ideas. We choose which ones we like, and then we buy the ones we like. We ignore all of the rest. How can I apply that specifically to my trading style? Oh, it looks like my sheet's all messed up here. All right, here we go. This is my live Google Sheet, part of what you get access to. In the 401k account, you see every position that I'm currently in. You can see my current weight. You can see my current profit and loss. I have a lot of free trades here, which are all fully funded. And I got a loser too. I'm not going to pretend like all I do is hit home runs. Ironically, the name of this company here. So because I am going to be going through and providing more details on all these different accounts, I want you to know that the goal here is to be transparent, and the millionaire blueprint is really what I'm focused on. So this account right here, like I just showed you, this is the account that's a little bit down. There's one position which is causing some losses, but we're going to take this as a lesson. We're not going to take this as a loss. All right, now looking at the Roth 401k account, that's going to be this one here. We call that a TFSA up here in Canada. So I'm going to look here to my account, and I pretty much give an update here. So on November 24th, I talk about how my TFSA account, I'm looking to mostly in HMR. That's a talk I just talked about. So it's in both accounts. I mismanaged it in this one, to be honest. This account here, it's crushing it. But simply put, I have another stock I'm looking to buy, and I'm going to be flying out literally within about an hour here to go get some boots on the ground for that. 50K waiting to buy. And then for the 401k account, you can see that I've trimmed AI for 40%, Zoom for 30, all down to free positions. Bumble, 21%. Looking to buy more Dexcom, and then I got some other ideas here. That's what you get every single week. It's part of your updates that you get. All right, now let's talk about this retirement blueprint, millionaire retirement blueprint, because it sounds pretty cool. And what I want to tell you is that throughout the month of December, starting on December 4th, we're going to go through one every single week. We're going to go through and do an educational topic. We're going to go through and talk about the retirement millionaire blueprint, how to define success, the work back for success, the recipe and strategy, and then planning to fail. Why? Because it's really important. All right, which number's higher here? So the goal for these is to show us what we can actually get if all we do is just buy the S&P 500 dollar cost averaged. All right, here we go. 200 grand, $1.8 million for $200,000 today. No additions in this account here. 2.4. What would that get me? That would get me $4 million. So when I talk about my retirement blueprint millionaire, All I need to really do is make sure that these accounts do not blow up. This account here is worth roughly 180. This account's worth roughly 25. As long as those don't go to zero, and over time, all I can do is make a strategy that I will return 8. My goal is to make 10, right? I'm greedy. I want to make 10%. I want to make an extra $1,000,000. But if not, if I'm not able to, then that's what we're going to go through on the educational topics, where I basically talk about what if I suck? What if I keep getting red on my account? So to summarize so far, we've already gone through the 401k account, and that's pretty much what I've shown you here. So that's my 401k account. My Roth IRA is going to be the account right here. That's the one that's up by 180. I have a trade account. So the trade account is the one that's on the platform. We're going to look at that one right now. So trade account, we can see here that my account is currently up by 4.1%. If I have a trim, it means we can't lose. Not to bore you, our system is built very easily to make sure that you click buy once with one button and we take care of the rest. So here you can see that these have all trimmed, which basically means we can't lose. The worst case scenario now is that we're going to give back our profit. Currently sitting at 4.1% gain on the account. And we got a really nice exit here with MongoDB on the 25th, which was yesterday, for 56%. Nice. So now let's touch on this retirement blueprint millionaire a little bit more here, because what I want to show you is that if you do sign up for either plan, either the monthly or the annual, you're going to get access to 3 months worth of educational content, which will get you all the way through to dollar cost averaging or retirement. I call that invest. And then we have the ELGO, which I call trade. All the content's right there. Pause the video if you want to read that. All right, now let's keep pushing forward, because you're probably wondering what weekly education, mentorship, help with Justin, and private one-on-one coaching is, along with, I already talked about that one. Oops, I'm duping it up. There we go. Well, if you've watched the video, as you just saw, I like to trade stocks. So I have different ways I like to do it. I'm very proud of the system that we built. The Hall of Fame is crushing it. So what can you do? You can basically pop into our help desk and you can ask me a question anytime you want. You can go into here and you can ask basically anything, right? Ask any question at any time. I will pop into here and I'll give you a personal answer, just like everyone else did, right? Pretty simple. All right. So if that's what you do and you're currently beating the market, I don't always like showing my account because honestly, I don't think I really need to, but there you go. It's a real account. I plan to have millions of dollars by retirement. And if my system cannot beat the market, I'm just going to cop out and I'm going to dollar cost average. That's really what I want to talk about for the next little bit here. So as I'm showing you here, what you can learn from me is that, look, I've had some lessons too. I've had some failures. But when I talk about my strategies, my plans, looking back to last year, we're like 11 points higher. The S&P's at like 5,900, 59. That's 1,200 points higher. This was December 30th of last year. The ELGO is what helped me. That's why this Hall of Fame is so good. It's because it honestly just works. And when I talked about mega big up, the joke that I was making about the 1990s versus the 2020s, well, look, we were at 529. Now the S&P is at basically 600. My trade account's doing well. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, though. I do have some losers here. I got NTR, BHP, Vale, and Rio. Those are all losers at the moment. My 401k account, as I showed you, this account, again, ignore the comment if you're wondering what that means. It's just I'm trying to fix my account because I got USD and CAD, and I have a winning strategy here overall, but I need to learn. That's what I'm learning. I am not a very good investor. I'm a much better trader. Talked about our education. Onboarding is really easy. You literally click on a couple of buttons, import Justin's list, beep, boop, done. Search for Radar, something that we've just recently launched. And presto magic, you got ideas. All you need to do is basically click on one button. Boom, stock is ordered. You don't like it, cancel it, and remove, delete. That's it. It's super, 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 super simple. That's all I need to do. You also get access to me one-on-one. So you get a 30-minute phone call with me or a 60-minute phone call if you are on our annual plan. So if you've ever considered joining us at theelgo.com, now I would encourage you to go to our website because our biggest sale of the year is on right now. If not, thank you very much for tuning into today's video. Good luck out there.